Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wildwind Lacquer. In today's video we are jumping into part 21 of this massive haul of over 2,000 polishes that I got on Facebook Marketplace. We started going through the 5 bags that were initially listed on Facebook Marketplace as lots of 100 bottles, and this is our second tote. We still have 3 more after this though, so there's still a lot to look at. This is the tote that has new boxes of polish in it. We've been unboxing Juleps, Rescue Beauty Lounges, Parrot Polish, and a few other brands in here. We've also been seeing quite a few brands that are not in boxes, so lots of really good ones. I think this is also the tote that had that max factor in it, which I think might have faded, but in any case, we've got a lot more to look at in this video. I've been trying to get at least 50 bottles per video. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump in. I'm going to just sort of move some of this stuff into the middle because I'm creating a hole in the middle of the tote here. I've got lots more of those Rescue Beauty Lounges. Those have been awesome to look at. Okay. Let's start here with a Cult Nails. This one is called Two Timer. This I think is one of their shearer polishes. I've run it across a couple of their toppers that have a shearer look compared to some of their creams, and this one looks to be a very light yellow tinted base with a very strong green shimmer. And there it is on the brush. So since this is a shearer polish, I'm actually going to give this one a try. As a topper, I think this one could look really nice. I'm curious if the yellow will go away and basically whatever color you put it over will get that green glow. So I'm excited to play around with that. We'll have to see if I end up keeping it in the end. I know a lot of the colors that I put in the keep pile are going to have to be compared, so eventually a huge destash and declutter will be in order. But for the time being, this one's going to go in the keep pile. That was Cult Nails Two Timer. Next up, we've got a Native War Paints. This is one of their glitters. This one is called Venture into the Neighborhoods. This one's another one from PolishCon Chicago 2017. This one is a green leaning teal, just loaded with these holographic glitters. This is a really pretty color. Also, since this was a PolishCon polish, the chances are I don't already have this. There it is on the wand. Oh yeah, look at those twinkles. That's going in the keep pile. Also, one of the things that I do need to do at the end of all of this will be sort everything just to make sure that I haven't kept any duplicate bottles. But I don't think we've run into this one yet, so that's going in the keep pile. That was Native War Paints Venture into the Neighborhoods. Next up, we have another Cult Nails. This one is called Annalicious. Now, this one doesn't sound familiar, but I feel like we've run into a vibrant red-orange, kind of in the same color family with a very vibrant golden glass-like shimmer particle or microflaky. I can't think of what that one might have been offhand, but this is a pretty, like, ketchup-y, bright shade of red, which my regulars will know is not exactly my favorite tone of red. I definitely prefer the more pinky leans of reds, ones that have some berry tones to them, especially ones that have hollow in them or have rainbows of other colors. So I think this one is going to go in the D stash. That one is Cult Nails Annalicious. Next up, we've got a polished in a box from KPT. This one is called Amelia. Now, this one does have a note. I made the conjecture in the last video that I think the original owner might have been a swatcher. There have been quite a few bottles that have notes on it. Not that swatchers are the only ones that do notes on their bottles, but just something that I am wondering about. But this one is Amelia. So I'm guessing this one is probably one of KPT's thermals. A lot of the ones that we've been unboxing from them have been thermals. And yes, this one says it is a warm, sensitive, basic thermal polish. So I'm wondering if it still does not change. Thermals are very interesting beasts because the pigment that does the thermal changing is a chemical reaction, as far as I understand it. So it does have a shelf life. Due to that, it also has a lot of other variables that go into how long it might last. I have also actually received a thermal polish that was dead, meaning it did not change anymore. And then after it was in my possession, it started changing again. So it was very weird. I don't know if it was a matter of the previous household that it was in was a different, like the wrong temperature, so it couldn't get below. I don't know. It's just very strange. Point is, thermals can be odd little finicky beasts, so we're going to see how this one works. In any case, it is a very nice minty, sort of a Tiffany box green blue, and it appears to be a cream formula. This is also another one that I don't think we have yet, so we're going to put this one in the keep pile. Again, with this kind of color family, I think you know what I'm about to say. Comparisons need to be done in this color category as well, but that's going to go in the keep pile. That's KPT's Amelia. Up next, ooh, we've got another Nail Nation 3000. So this is another bottle type. I think this is the third bottle shape that we've gotten from this brand. And this one does not appear to have a name tag on it. So I'm not sure which one this might be, but it is one of their holographics with additional sparkle. Look at those twinkles. So I'll have to look into which polish this might be, if it does make the cut into the collection, that is. Again, with this kind of a color, I'm definitely going to have to do some comparisons, get out some of the other blue hollows that I have, and see if this one is competitive enough in those other ones that I have to have this go into my collection. But that's a whole nother series of videos to be done. Lots and lots of comparisons, but this is very pretty. I'm loving the hollow in it. It does need a bit of a shake, but even as sort of separated, the hollow is still very impressive. Plus you have those additional sparkles. So this is going to go in the keep pile. That is an unknown Nail Nation 3000. Ooh, next up we have a green from Nerd Lacquer. This one is called the Selfish Green. Look at this tone. This is very unusual. It's kind of an ogreish swamp green. It also has a very unusual mix of glitters. Look at that aqua. Wow. So in person, that aqua shift that you're seeing, I'm seeing as purple and fuchsia. So there's lots of shifts going on in that. Then you have the mix of metallic and I think maybe matte glitters. Different shades of green though. You have these more limey greens, you've got mid-toned greens, all in different shapes and sizes. I think there might even be some silver glitters as well. So this is incredibly unique to my collection. I actually like these swampier shades of green. You could also sort of call them guacamole green or avocado green. So I'm going to keep this in the collection. I will have to do swatches to see how I end up liking it on, but I mean, that combination is so unusual. So that's going in the keep pile. That was Nerd Lacquer's The Selfish Green. Up next, we have another CBL. This one is called Love Actually. But as I've mentioned in other videos, Colors by Leroux is far and away the most unboxed bottles from this haul so far. I have a full tote of them, so going through the ones that I've kept and trying to find out if I have this one is a bit of an undertaking at the moment. So at the end, like I said, I will be doing a sorting video to make sure that I haven't kept any duplicate bottles. It's possible we ran into this one, but it is a gorgeous color. It did have a bit of a run-in with another bottle of polish, so it will require a bit of cleanup, but this again has amazing hollow. Plus this is that type of red that I first fell in love with as far as a red color category, and that is these deep burgundy wine shades. So this is absolutely going in the keep pile. That's Colors by Leroux Love Actually. Next up, we have another Native War Paints. This is Penny Penny Penny, and this one is a beautiful berry shade. This has that vibrant coppery red glow to it, and this is one that I don't think I have. A lot of these ones that have a copper flash, the names do sort of sound familiar. I think that might be because some of the collections had very similar names in the names, like a common denominator of copper or sweater, things like that, and Penny might have been one of them. I don't actually remember on this one, but the name doesn't sound familiar, so this is going to go in the collection. I mean, look at that combination. That is really, really pretty. So this is going in the keep pile. That is Native War Paints, Penny Penny Penny. Up next, we have one from Stardust Polish. This one is called Sophie. Ooh, look at the blue. Okay, so it needs a bit of a shake, but I can already see a really strong blue shimmer. Yeah, look at this color combination. Oh my goodness. So this is a deep, murky, berry toned base, kind of a dusty mix between a berry and a burgundy, and then that flash, look at that. You've got this very strong dark blue, but there's fuchsia in that flash as well. That is lovely. This is definitely going in the keep pile. I love colors like this. So that one was Stardust Polish Sophie. All right, let's look at one of these Rescue Beauty Lounges. This one is called A Lonely House. Oh my, this is unusual. Again, I think I say that about almost every single polish that I've unboxed from them. They make some very unique combinations and unique cream colors. This one I actually can't quite tell what it's color is. It's like a burnt caramel or a light orangish brown. So there is a bit of separation. Here's a better color, accurate look at it. Yeah, this is very unusual, like melted milk chocolate. Very interesting. It does have that yellow or orange undertone. I'm curious enough to try it though. I don't have anything like this, even remotely. So that's going to go in the keep pile. So that is Rescue Beauty Lounge, A Lonely House. All right, let's do this one. These have been Cult Nails. So this one appears to be faded if it matches what's in here. And yes, this is Faded by Cult Nails. And this one is a very light gray, like almost an off-white version of a very light gray, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I like this. It is a white leaning, very light gray. Huh. So I have a lot of gray nail polishes that I'll have to compare this to, but a lot of the ones that I have, I'm thinking are at least a couple shades darker than this. So I'm curious how this is going to compare, but it's going in the keep pile for right now. That's Cult Nails Faded. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Be Bold in Blue. This was the Multiple Sclerosis Trust from the UK. Ooh, they seemed to do a lot of charity polishes. This one seems to have come from the UK, which means that chances are I don't have it already unless we already unboxed another bottle of this here in this haul. This is another one of their hollows, and I mean, again, need I say more? Their hollows really speak for themselves. I have been mind blown every single time. This is a very beautiful, like deep pool blue with that holographic. I'm trying to see if there's any other particle, and I think there is. See that sort of a golden flash? In person, it's more of a champagne. So I'm curious how that will look on the nail, but this is going in the keep pile as well. That's Colors by Leroux, Be Bold in Blue. All right, next up, holy moly, we've got a bright orange from Cult Nails. This one is called Ay Poppy, and this is, I'm guessing they're going for a poppy orange. Wow. This one is very, very vibrant. I've actually been keeping a few of these very bold orange summer colors, and I think this is going to go in the keep pile as well. The other shades that I have, I think, are a lot lighter in tone. This is a deeper shade yet bold. So I'm curious how this would compare. I don't think I have anything offhand that I would compare this to. In fact, on camera, I think it might be turning it a pinch red, but very curious about this one. It is a bit bolder than I often wear, but we'll give it a shot. Like I said, it's unusual in my collection. So that's Cult Nails Ay Poppy. Next up, we've got an Illyrian. So this is actually our first labeling from them that has this clear logo. The other ones that I've unboxed from this haul have the paper stickers, which I actually previously to this haul did not own any of. This one is Elusive. It was a group custom. Now this is going to have to go in the to be checked pile because I get the feeling I might have picked this up. I would have most definitely if I'd known about it. So it just depends on when it was released. It is a purple, so if I'd seen this, it would have at least caught my eye. But like I said, it does depend on what year it came out and if I was in that group at the time. But this is a beautiful purple with a load of particles. You've got a smaller pink shimmer that you're seeing quite nicely. And then you see those little speckles. That is a little micro flaky in there. That is another iridescent factor. And I think there might even be another particle because I'm seeing in that another little electric green, which I don't know is going to come across on camera. But there's something else in there that's twinkling very, very beautifully. So that's going to go in the pile that I check on to see if I already own it. That is Illyrian's Elusive. Next up, we have a Love Angeline. This one is called Ocean Breeze. And this is a beautiful lavender shade. Look at this. The glow in here is so gorgeous against this purple. You have this very shiny green that looks very different than the other green shimmers I've seen in purple bases. So this is just gorgeous. It kind of is giving it a bit of a frosty look. I mean, such a gorgeous combination. The name does kind of sound familiar, but like I've mentioned before with this brand, the only ones I have came from destashes or mystery boxes, so I doubt I own it. So this is going to go in the keep pile. If it turns out I have a bottle of it. We won't find out until we do a whole lot of sorting. So that's going to keep pile. This is just a gorgeous one. That actually might have to make it to my favorites. That one is Love Angeline Ocean Breeze. Next up, we have another Love Angeline. This one is called A Twinkle in My Eye. And this one actually is a bit on the dried outside. I'll have to put this in the Can I Fix It pile, but this is one of their micro glitter mixes. You have this pink, gold, silver, and like a tan or champagne color that's adding the light brown hue that you're seeing. So very pretty combination. What I've been liking about these is a lot of them are in a clear base, which means they have topper possibilities. You can layer them up over a bunch of other colors, and I love doing that sort of thing. So this is going to go in the Can I Fix It pile. That one is Love Angeline, A Twinkle in My Eye. Next up, ooh, we've got a Marc Jacobs. We have unboxed one of these in this haul so far, and these are such chic little bottles, and this one is called Oui. So this is a beautiful fuchsia berry shade. It's got a pinch of like a pearl look to it. This is another shade that I really, really enjoy, and I know I don't have it. This is actually only the third bottle of Marc Jacobs that has ever passed through my hands, at least that I know of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only the third bottle because this is the second one from this haul, and prior to this I've seen one bottle come through in a mystery box. So we're going to hold on to this again at least until I can do comparisons of this color family. So that was Marc Jacobs Oui. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is Chicago, Chicago from the Polish Con September 2016. So another Polish Con. Ooh, look at that color. Oh my goodness. So this is a really beautiful shade of blue that has an incredibly strong yellow to green to gold shifting shimmer. There's also a hollow in here. There's something else twinkling away that might be a micro glitter. Or maybe a micro flaky. There's something else in there though. This is another stunning combination, one that I'm pretty sure I don't have either. I mean, look at that glow. Wow. So that's going in the keep pile as well. That is Colors by Leroux, Chicago, Chicago. Up next, ooh, we've got another one from Graceful. We've only unboxed a handful of these in this haul so far, and this one is called Mystical Compulsion. Ooh, this one has beautiful colors in it. The base of this one, I can't quite tell if it's a purple or a blue, and there are larger particled shimmers twinkling away in pinks. Yeah, there's definitely a fuchsia glow. Actually, on camera, you're seeing that as an aqua, so beautiful shifts in that. This is gorgeous. The particle size is also really beautiful. You can see that twinkling away. That is simply beautiful. So another one I don't think we have yet. This is going in the keep pile for sure. That is Graceful Lacquer's Mystical Compulsion. Ooh, let's do this one. This crow's toes has been peeking at me from the side of the tote over here. We've got a crow's toes, and this is Mentally Unstable. This was a Hella Hollow Customs from March 2016, and I actually have this one. So this is one of their hollows, and I remember getting this through a D-stash. It is a beautiful mint hollow. The hollow on this is very, very strong. Plus there's an additional, at least 2 different kinds of larger particled shimmer. You can see that pink glow, and then at other angles there's a gold. It is another beautiful combination, and again, this is a brand that I really enjoy finding. They no longer make polish, so even though I really like this polish, I do already own a bottle, so this one's going to go in the D-stash. That was Crow's Toes Mentally Unstable. Next up, we've got a Love Angeline in their round bottles, their bigger round bottles. This one is called Don't Ruffle My Feathers. This is a nice creamy spring green. There's a very interesting mix of glitters. There are light, like either light yellow or maybe even gold square glitters, and a pale red holographic round or hex glitter. I was not actually on board with this at first, but I want to see how this one swatches. I get the feeling this could be really cute on. So there it is on the brush. Yeah, I want to see how this would look. This minty spring green shade is definitely a color I like and enjoy, and I don't think we've run into this one yet either. So that is Love Angeline, Don't Ruffle My Feathers, going in the keep pile. Next up, we have a Native War Paints. This is I Love Sweaters, and this is like a watermelon red. There is a golden shimmer, and that gold shimmer does have a little bit of an orange. Oh yeah, on camera you're actually seeing a lot of orange. This one, I'm trying to decide if I like this. There is a pinky ness to it, but there is a big red feel to this. And I have been keeping quite a lot of reds and pinks. So I just don't think I would be missing this if I got rid of it, if I let this one go. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in the D stash. That one was Native War Paints I Love Sweaters. Next up, we have an Emily DeMolly, one of their Crowleys. This one is called Bo Peep. All right, so the name of this one sounds familiar. I'm wondering if I may have got this in a mystery box. This is an adorable glitter mix though. It is a minty shade that has yellow round glitters. It's got, I think, like a red or a dark pink matte hex glitter. There are purple smaller glitters in a metallic and little green ones. I mean, this is such a cute combination. I want to at least check and see if I already did get this in a mystery box. So same rules apply. If I find out that I already have a bottle, this is going to go in the D stash. If I find out that I don't have this one, it's going to go in the collection to at least swatch and see how I might like it, because this is a very cute color. So that is Emily DeMolly's Bo Peep. Next up, ooh, we have a julep. This one is called Maria, and this is one of their like pink metallics. I actually want to see if I have this one because I could see this looking really beautiful on. I love the concept of a chromy light pink. So this is going to go in the Do I Have It pile, and I will see if I own it already. So that was Juleps Maria. Up next, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is Burning Down the House. This is another one from the Mild and Wild collection. We've been seeing a lot from that one. I wonder how many polishes were in that collection. Ooh, this is a beautiful shade. This is like a deep berry-leaning burgundy. It's got some shifts in it. Okay, maybe it's even more of a purple tone in the base than I thought. Look at that. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. The shifts on it are stunning. You've got these warmer tones coming out at certain angles in a warm orange to gold with maybe even some pink. It also has another shimmer particle in there twinkling away, plus the hollow. This is going to go in the keep pile. Like I said, we have been running into quite a few from this Mild and Wild collection, so I don't know if this is one that we have seen before. But yeah, we'll do sorting at the end. But for right now, this is going in the keep pile. That one is CBL's Burning Down the House. Next up, we have another julep. Ooh, this is a mermaidy shade. Wow. This one is called Phoebe from the Boho Glam line. And yeah, this is a mermaid shade. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. So this is like an emerald green with some blue shifts. Just gorgeous. This is definitely going in the Do I Have It pile because as I've mentioned in other videos, I did have the julep subscription box for quite a few years, so it's possible I might have this one. We're going to check on that and see. That is Juleps Phoebe. All right, let's do another Rescue Beauty Lounge. This one is called, I think it's Spanish for bicycle, so bicicleta, I think. Sometimes I cannot get my mouth to cooperate with my brain. Look at this one. This is another unusual combination. The base of this is kind of a very, very light gray with a pinch of purple in it, and then look at that shimmer. I think on camera you're mostly seeing that as a silver sheen, but there's a pinch of pink to it. This is one that I would like to see on. I am curious how this would look. There is a pinch of sheerness to this as well, so I think it'll have a bit of an ethereal look. Yeah, and then another very unusual one, so that's going to go in the keep pile as well. That is Rescue Beauty Lounge, Bicicleta. All right, next up, ooh, we've got another from Deluxe. I think this might only be the second bottle from this brand in this haul. This one is called Extravaganza. So this is a beautiful Crelly in a minty shade of green. Now, it does have a load of glitters in it, and I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know how I feel about the mix of glitters in this space. Mainly it's those orange or reds that are kind of throwing me in this space, but let's see how it looks on the wand. Sometimes that changes my mind because you can get a better understanding about how it might look on the nail. And I think maybe you'll only see a scattering of those red glitters. But I've been more excited about other colors, so I need to let some of these go, right? We're going to go ahead and put this one in the D-stash. That is Deluxe Polish Extravaganza. All right, up next we have one from Super Chic, and this one is called Dimwit. So this one does need a bit more of a shake up, but this is one of the jelly polishes from them that has a loads of different kinds of iridescent glitters. Look at those. So there's at least 2, if not 3 or more different shifts that I'm seeing. I'm seeing some that have aqua, there's purple, there's orange and yellow. There's also something else in there that I'm seeing as a flash of purple. Yeah, this is really interesting. The base of this one is kind of like an electric grapefruit, which I think is what I described one of their other polishes, which was a different color than this. But this has like that orange with a pinch of a pink lean, and it is really, really pretty. It's another one that I know I don't have yet, so we're going to go ahead and add that to the collection. That was Super Chic Lacquer's Dimwit. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is called a Hazy Shade of Winter. Ooh, we have another holo, this time in sort of an aqua light teal. You of course have the linear holographic flame, and then you've got a light wash of something else, maybe a light shimmer. So this is going to go in the keep pile, again, at least until I can do that sorting and do some comparisons, but it's a beautiful color. So that's Colors by Leroux, a Hazy Shade of Winter. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is Ornamental from the Holiday 2016 collection. And this one is a red. You have a bunch of larger shimmer particles in here. I'm seeing a hot pink as well as a bit of like a gold or orange, maybe both. Now, this is a red. So, I mean, I have been keeping a lot of reds that have spoken to me, that have interesting components. And I mean, this one is beautiful. That pink flash in it is really stunning, but I feel like it's just not speaking to me as much as some of the other reds that I've kept. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in the D-stash. That was Colors by Leroux Ornamental. Next up, we've got another Nail Nation 3000. So this is one of the bottles that we have found before as far as the shape goes. Here's the other one that we found in this video so far. So this one is called Love in a Bottle. And look at this beautiful muted color. It is like a dusty blue leaning purple gray. There's holographic and there's pink microflakies. This is a soft, nice color. Ooh, a little bit of spillage on the neck, but not too bad. There it is on the wand. Yeah, this is a gorgeous color. I don't think we've run into this one yet, so this is going to go in the keep pile as well. Again, we'll have to do comparisons, but so far this is going in the keep pile. That's Nail Nation 3000 Love in a Bottle. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Winter's Dark Nights. It was a polish of the month for January 2016. Ooh, we have more holo and shimmer. You see that purple glow? Wow. So the base of this one, I actually can't tell if it's blackened or if it's a very dark purple. I think we're going to go with a very dark gray. I don't know if you can see that on the neck there. But of course, that purple flash is very, very strong in here. Plus you have the rainbow of the holographic. This is beautiful. So this is going to go in the collection. I know it's kind of in the same vein of some of the colors that I have been destashing, but this one has purple glow in it. So that makes all the difference to me. This one's going in the keep pile. That's Colors by Leroux Winter's Dark Nights. All right, next up, ooh, we've got another Dawn Diva. We've unboxed a couple of these so far. This is another brand that I've been excited to find because I don't own that many from them. They are kind of in that upper echelon of price point, so I only have purchased a few. This one is called Taste My Rainbow. Ooh, and it's another from the Rainbow Connection exclusive, this time from 2017. Now we've got more holo, and this is another one where I can't quite tell the base. Could be a dark charcoal again. Maybe a slightly blue leaning? Nope, it's charcoal. There we can see it on the neck. This also has holographic and shimmer particles. This one's just not ringing my bell as much as that other one. That purple shimmer that Colors by Leroux had, just to compare the two, definitely caught my eye a bit more than the kind of inkiness of the Dawn Diva. So we're going to go ahead and destash the Dawn Diva. That one was Taste My Rainbow, going in the destash. Next up, we have a polish, and it is one of their question marks or mystery polishes. Ooh, this is beautiful. It's kind of a mix between a brown, burgundy, and maybe a pinch of berry. There's a load of holographic and larger shimmers, or I think in this case is actually little flakies. Wow. So yeah, this is an unusual color. There we have it on the brush. Hopefully you can see some of that tone. Yeah, it's like a slightly brown leaning purple burgundy. I mean, it's just very unusual. I love colors like that. This basically combines a number of vampy shades that I like, so we're going to put this in the keep pile. I still need to come up with how I'm going to enter these, the ones that I keep anyways, of mysteries or prototypes that aren't really numbered. I ran into that a lot with 77 nail lacquer, and I still haven't made up my mind how to enter them. But in any case, it's a beautiful one. I really like it, so we're going to add that to the keep pile. That was Polish ? Next up, this is a new to me brand. It is Too Fancy Lacquer. I've never heard of them before. If you know where you can get them, or if you have any favorite polishes from them, if they even make polish anymore, all of the above, let me know down below. This one is the Forgotten Mermaid, and it's a purple. We have another purple hollow, you guys. I don't think it's going to surprise anybody at this point. This is going in the keep pile. I love that it is a new to me brand, and this one also has these micro flakies in a fuchsia in with that beautiful, beautiful hollow. I mean, look how strong that is. So again, I will most definitely have to do comparisons of my purple hollows, but this is beautiful. So it's going in the keep pile. Ooh, it's got a shimmer to it as well, a secondary shimmer. So it had that pink flash, those flakies, but that glow. Wow, beautiful one. So that is from Too Fancy Lacquer, our first one from this brand, the Forgotten Mermaid. Definitely a keeper. Next up, we have one from Cult Nails. This one is called Power Thief, and we have another unusual shade. Wow. This time I would say this is like a milk chocolate milk, sort of a light chocolate brown. There's a load of rainbows in those larger particled shimmers. I'm seeing a lot of different colors, from pinks to greens to golds. This one might actually end up in the collection, you guys. I have been looking for a milk chocolate that's gonna look milk chocolate on my skin. There was one color that I got in the Orly spring collection last year that I thought in the bottle had a chocolatey tone to it, but on me, all it looked like was a grandma mauve shade, which I love my grandma mauves, but I have a lot of them, and I was looking for milk chocolate. So this is actually going to go in the collection. We'll have to see how it looks when I swatch it, but yeah, we're adding this. It's definitely one I don't have, so Cult Nails Power Thieves going in the keep pile. Up next, we've got another new to me brand, PH. I'm actually not sure what that might stand for. This is one that is missing its little label, so I don't even know the name. If you are aware of what brand this is, definitely let me know. It's got a little house-shaped sticker on the label, and then PH. So yeah, if you know, let me know. This is a really cute color. Hopefully I can find out who made it and the name. This base is kind of like a dusty blue, purple, gray. And I love tones like that. You hear me talk about gray leaning purples and purple leaning grays, and this is kind of in the same color family of a muted gray leaning color. And this has a very unusual mix of glitter in it as well. It even has bar glitters. So there's bar glitters, there's shimmer, there's holographic gold and silver, as well as blues. This is going in the keep pile. Hopefully I can find out who made it. Again, if you know this label or recognize it, let me know down below. It's definitely a new to me brand. And again, we don't know what it's called, but that's going in the keep pile. Next up, we've got a little bottle from Deluxe. This one is called Glamazon. We have another dark pink that I love for summer. If I can get it to focus. This has little teeny tiny white matte glitters, or maybe they're even a light pink. There's some holographic in here as well as shimmer. So this is kind of in that size of bottle that I actually don't like for minis. I just feel that they dry out rather quickly. I just don't feel like I would get around to them soon enough. Hopefully we'll see some more from this brand though in full size, but that one's going to go in the D stash. That is Deluxe's Glamazon. Next up, we have another Native War Paints. This is Temper Tantrum. Ooh, this was part of their 2nd anniversary. Ooh, this is another beautiful shade, sort of a mix between an orchid purple and a grapey neon purple. It's got that creamy base and a load of shimmer in here. It needs a bit more of a shake than what I gave it, but there is a green and gold shimmer component, maybe even some hollow. That tone of purple though is definitely one that I like. So this is going in the collection. I don't think I have this one. Yeah, I don't think I discovered them until later than their second anniversary. I could be wrong on that, but this is going to go in the keep pile. That was Temper Tantrum from Native War Paints. Next up, ooh, we've got another new unbox, and it's from Julie G. This one came from Rite Aid. This one is called Damsel. So it says not for resale. I wonder what that means. Maybe it was like a gift with purchase or something. In any case, it is a like bright Barbie pink, maybe even a dark Barbie pink. It is a cream formula. Look at that color. This is a beautiful tone of pink, definitely in that shade range that I've been enjoying for summers. So this is going to go in the collection because I don't think I have this from Julie G. I think I only have a couple that I may have gotten online like years ago. I don't remember the website, but it was the same time that I got Jessie's Gal from a website. Yeah, I don't remember which website it was, but they had a bunch of Jessie's Gal as well as Julie G. So in any case, I don't think I have this one. So it's going to go in the collection again, at least until I can do comparisons of all of my polishes. So that was Julie G's Damsel going in the collection. Next up, we've got another Cult Nails and another unusual one. This one is called Cruisin' Nude. So yeah, we've been unboxing quite a lot of unusual, unique colors from this brand. This one really needs a better shake. As you can see, some of that orange pigment has settled, but I think they were aiming for somewhere in the, well, nude color family. I don't know if they were aiming for more peach toned, more beige toned. This does have some gray in it as well that has settled at the top. But what's really interesting is they've got a very strong pinky red glow in it. Let's see how it looks on the brush. Yeah, still needs a bit of a mix up. I think you can see that though there on the lip. That might be how it's supposed to dry. There it is on the brush. It's interesting. I don't know if I'm drawn to it, so we're going to go ahead and let this one go. That is Cult Nails Cruisin' Nude. Next up, we've got one from Joy Lacquer. This is another one that I think is actually made, yeah, in Seattle, Washington, so right across the sound from where I live. And this one is called Wasabi You and Me. And this one is a bright light green. You have a golden shimmer in there as well. This is kind of like those lime greens that I've been destashing. It is a little bit of a lighter tone, but I'm just not as drawn to this as I have been to some of the other colors. So we're going to go ahead and destash this one. That is Joy Lacquer's Wasabi You and Me. All right, let's do another Rescue Beauty Lounge. This one is the Moses Mar. Ooh, we have another beautiful creamy green. This is stunning. This is like a dark, deep moss. It's got that dusty quality that I like. Wow, this is a beautiful color. I feel like we have gotten a mossy, sagey green from them before, so I'm curious how this one would compare, but it definitely wasn't this name. So yeah, we'll have to do comparisons at some point, but this is going in the collection. This is really, really pretty. Really nice color. So that's Rescue Beauty Lounge, the Moses Mar. They seem to have done, like I've said a million times at this point, they seem to have really focused on very unusual cream colors and very neat mixes in their polishes. Really bummed that they don't make polish anymore. All right, next up, let's do this one here. We've got another Colors by Leroux. This is The Party Is Over. It was a PDTLIB box. PDT. I'm not actually sure what that might stand for, but it was a box exclusive. And we have more holo. Oh my goodness. The holo, and this is amazing yet again. Plus we have more particles in there. There's two different kinds of shimmers. One might even be a microflaky. That's that pink flash that you're seeing in a larger particle. Then that wash of a light gold or maybe a champagne. Another gorgeous combination, and another one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. So that's going in the collection as well. That's Colors by Leroux. The Party Is Over. So gorgeous. Next up, we've got another Cult Nails. This one is called Misconduct. Ooh, we've got a color in that family that I like of purple leaning grays or gray leaning purples. This is a darker shade. So kind of along the lines of Essie's, what is that, Angora Cardi? I wonder how this would compare to that one. It is a darker color of that color family, almost brown leaning. Actually, I think this is brown leaning. It does still have that purple leaning gray quality to it, and it is a very nice cream. Yeah, this is definitely going in the keep pile. Another color category that you can bet your butt That you bet I need to do comparisons of, but that's going to go in the keep pile for now. That's Cult Nails Misconduct. All right, next up we have another Colors by Leroux. This one is called Empty Heart from the Journey Collection 2016. Ooh, we have more hollow, this time in a larger particle. So not quite as linear, but you still get gorgeous rainbows. It is in this deep, like blackened purple leaning blue, like a night sky. It's got, of course, that hollow, but I think there might even be two different kinds of hollow. Maybe a micro glitter in there, adding an additional twinkle. This is another one that I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten yet, so we're going to add that to the collection as well. That is Empty Heart by Colors by Leroux. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. This is Twinkling Lights from the Holiday 2016 collection. We have more hollow, this time in the glitter size, so you have those larger twinkles. This is in like a light steely blue. You've got other glitters as well. I'm seeing silver and dark blue. This is another beautiful one, so this is going in the collection as well. In fact, I think there might be something else that I'm seeing twinkling away. See those little teeny tiny red speckles? I can't quite tell if that's part of the hollow or if that's an additional component, but it's really beautiful. So that is going in the keep pile. That was Colors by Leroux, Twinkling Lights. All right, next up we've got another Colors by Leroux. This is Magically Delicious. Ooh, and we have more hollow, this time in a lighter shade of like a almost berry leaning purple or mid-tone purple. Look at that hollow. Amazing yet again. Wow. They do these just spectacularly. This also has a light wash of another shimmer component on the face of the bottle there. And it's another one that I'm pretty sure we haven't run across yet. So you guessed it, it's going in the collection. That's Colors by Leroux, Magically Delicious. Next up, we have an orange from Different Dimension, and this one is Witch and Famous. Ooh, so this one has a scattering of a larger particle, like micro glitter holographic. Then there is a shimmer. This is a really nice kind of burnt orange, not like a rust, but just that pinch of a burnt lean to it. Love shades like this, and I know I don't have this one, so this is going to go in the keep pile as well. That one was Different Dimension, Witch and Famous. All right. Next up, we have another Glittering Elements. This one is called Kickstart My Candy Heart. Look at this pink. This is a beautiful summer pink if I can get my camera to focus on it. Look at all those beautiful sparkles in it. You've got this larger particle shimmer in blues and bright pinks. In fact, I think on camera that blue is leaning kind of towards purple. This is beautiful. This is my kind of pink. I have quite a few shades of pink that I really enjoy in the summertime. I get the feeling I'm going to have a ton to choose from this year. So this is going to go in the keep pile as well, at least until I can do some comparisons of all of my pinks. But that one is one I know I don't have. So that's Glittering Elements Kickstart My Candy Heart. Next up, we have one from Anonymous Lacquer, and this is Make Midas Blush. This was part of the HHC anniversary for 2016. Ooh, and we have more hollow. This time in like a slightly peachy rose gold. There's also a scattering of that larger particled shimmer, this time in kind of a fuchsia or purple. And a shimmer. See that wash of gold? This is a beautiful combination, and I know I don't have this one. This kind of color I could definitely see myself wearing, although I will say the last time I wore a rose gold, I wasn't that thrilled with it on my skin tone, so I'm going to have to swatch this one and see how I like it, but I know it's one I don't have, so we're going to add that to the collection as well. That one was Anonymous Lacquer Make Midas Blush. Next up, we've got another Colors by Leroux. This one is Pretty in Pink from the Spring 2016 collection. Ooh, well, speaking of rose gold, this is almost rose gold. Maybe not as rosy, but there is a light pink to this. It's got these gorgeous holographic glitters and a shimmer, which I think on camera you're mostly catching as a wash of gold, but there's a pinch of warmth to it from my angle that might be a lighter pink or maybe a little bit of a warmer orange, popping up a light orange. This is another one that I know we don't have yet, so we're going to add that to the keep pile as well. Again, at least until I can do those comparisons. So that is Colors by Leroux, Pretty in Pink. Next up, we have another Colors by Leroux. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. This one is Mean Mr. Grinch from the Winter 2017 collection. Oh my goodness. Look at the colors. So this has like a deep evergreen like swampy evergreen, if there is such a color. And look at the red flash in it. Plus there's a scattering of either holographic or iridescent. I actually can't tell. Maybe even both. This is another very unusual color. I actually do like these darker tones, and I'm curious how this is going to look on the nail. Hopefully you can still tell that it's a green. Usually what happens when I don't like a color is if it just ends up looking kind of muddy on the nails. Dark, moody tones are very nice, but if you can't really tell what they're supposed to be, and they just look like you might as well be wearing black nail polish, it doesn't really speak to me as much as something that has the complexity of a bunch of different colors that you see all at the same time. So I'm curious how this one is going to look, but I know we don't have this one yet. So that's going to go in the keep pile as well. That's Colors by Leroux, Mean Mr. Grinch. Next up, we've got a Vapid. This one is Not All There Myself. Not All There Myself. Ooh, another from the Alice in Wonderland collection. That took me way too long. I did not see the Cheshire Cat there at first. So this kind of a collection is definitely up my alley. This is a beautiful color as well. We're going to put this in the to be checked pile just to be on the safe side. Like I said, it sounds familiar because it is from Alice in Wonderland, so I don't know if that's the only reason or not, but look at that gold that you see popping up. The base of this is a really beautiful deep magenta. Then there's also a larger particled like purple twinkle in there, plus a little bit of a gold wash that I don't think is really coming across on camera. Maybe you can see that little bit of a flash. Another gorgeous one though from Vapid, so that's going in the keep pile as well. That's Not All There Myself. Next up we have one from Lacquer Lust. This one is called Everlusting Beauty. Ooh, actually this reminds me of one of the other colors we pulled, I think from Rescue Beauty Lounge, that had this soft gray leaning blue with a strong gold flash, and that really caught my eye. This has a linear holographic flare to it as well, and an additional particle. You see those larger twinkles? That is another particle in there twinkling away in greens, reds, and golds. So this is definitely going in the keep pile. We haven't unboxed that many from this brand in this haul, so I'm fairly certain we don't have it yet. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, this is a perfect winter polish, just beautiful. So that's Lacquer Lust's Everlusting Beauty, going in the keep pile. Next up, oh, we've got another from Twinkled Tea. This is stamping polish. Now, none of the ones that I've gotten so far have had names on it, and I don't know if that's intentional or not, or if these all just fell off, but this is a very cute color. This one's sort of like a green leaning aqua in a pearl or metallic finish. These have been very cute little colors, and even though I don't exactly do stamping, I've liked the colors enough to hold on to them, and if I ever do get around to trying to teach myself how to do stamping, I'll have some that I know do stamping. So yeah, beautiful color. This is going to go in the keep pile as well. I'm going to have to try to figure out if they have names or not, but that's going to go in the keep pile. That was Twinkled Tea Stamping Polish in an aqua green. All right, next up we've got a Native War Paints. This one is called Museum Hopping. Ooh, another one from PolishCon Chicago 2017. Ooh, we have more hollow. This is in a berry shade of purple with a strong shimmer. Wow, look at that. Gorgeous red against that purple. Wow. So this is another one that I know I don't have, so you guessed it. It's going in the keep pile, at least until I can do some comparisons of all of these purple colors. But that was Native War Paints Museum Hopping. Two more and we'll reach our 60 polishes for this video. Let's see. Let's do this one. I see more flakies from Cult Nails, and this one is Clairvoyant. Ooh. Okay, so wait a second. Lisa mentioned in my other video where I unboxed Unicorn Puke that this is actually a remake of Unicorn Puke. So hang on, that one was definitely in my keep pile. Here we go. Wow. Okay, I see the difference. So yeah, gold label on the Unicorn Puke, white label on Clairvoyant. So yeah, beautiful colors. This one had my jaw on the floor when I unboxed Unicorn Puke. The colors in it are just spectacular, and Clairvoyant really doesn't look that different. I'm curious how they'll look when they're swatched, if there is a recipe difference or not, but it's stunning, just stunning. So yet again, jaw on the floor. These are amazing. The flaky colors in this are all across the rainbow. We have those indigo ones, red and green, gold shifts in some of them. Wow. This is another one that's going to go in the collection, you guys. I know I already have a unicorn puke, but this is the kind of polish that deserves backup bottle. So this is going to go in the collection. We'll see if it ends up being that way long term, but that's going to go in the collection, you guys. That's just amazing. That one is Cult Nails Clairvoyant. All right, who should we close it out with? Let's go for another Rescue Beauty Lounge. Let's do this one. It is Refined and Polished. And we have another incredibly unique polish. Wow. So this is like a salmon orange. And look at the micro glitters in here. They are a dark metallic blue. I mean, yeah, incredibly unique. Wow. I'm trying to decide if I would like this on. It is very unusual, but I think I want to at least give it a shot. I get the feeling that those blue glitters could look really neat across the nail, and I do love a speckled look, which might be how this ends up looking. We'll have to see, but so far that's going to go in the keep pile as well. That's Rescue Beauty Lounge Refined and Polished. And there we have it. That was 60 polishes in this video, part number 21. I think I could actually do a few more because I'm only at 1 hour 13 minutes for 60, which is not bad, all things considering. How about we try for 65 and see how we feel about that, where we're at time-wise. All right, next up, let's actually do this bottle or box over here. I am not sure what to expect with this because it looks like a lipstick box. It says KOH on it in large letters and then smaller. But yeah, doesn't this look like a lipstick case? What is it? It's nail polish. Okay, well, definitely a new to me brand. Very fancy looking. So KOH colors, and the name of this one is Black Stars. Where is this one made? The Netherlands. All right, so this one comes from the Netherlands. Very unique polish. This is a blackened base, and it's got a load of different colors in it, from gold to green. There's hollow, there's orange glitters. Now, this is in a blackened base, which has been a color family that I have been destashing a lot of, but I have been saying I'm keeping ones that are especially special, and this is very much unlike any one I've seen. I like the addition of those orange glitters. So yeah, this is going to go in the keep pile. This is also, like I said, a new to me brand. So the first one in my collection from KOH. All right, next up, let's do this one here. I see another Vapid. This one is called Be the Cream. Now this name does sound familiar. I actually don't know if we've unboxed it before from them, but this is a pearly white. Now this is definitely a kind of color that I've been looking for my winter polishes. I have yet to get one on my nails, but I have been collecting a few options. So I would like to compare this to the other ones that I have. Again, in the end, we will end up doing sorting, and I'll see if I ended up with 2 bottles of this or not, but that one's going to go in the keep pile for right now. That one was Vapid's Be the Cream. Next up, we've got another Cult Nails. This one is called Devious Nature, and this one does have an X on it, so I wonder if maybe it faded. The name does sound familiar. I don't think it's one that I've kept. It might have been one that I destashed. It's a nice cream, but I was a bit more excited about other pink colors than this one, so I think I'm going to stick by it and go with what I think I did and destash this one as well. Again, I'm not sure if the X means that this has faded or something else like that, but Devious Nature from Cult Nails is going to go in the destash. 2 more. Let's do one of the Rococos. We've got 2 of those left. Let's do this one. So this is Rococo, and this one is called City Slick. Ooh, a vibrant blue. Wow. City Slick Metallic. So this has been a new to me brand. I never even knew about them until this haul. I've added 2 to my collection so far. These are very chic looking polishes, especially the packing on them. I've never seen polishes like that, although we just looked at that one from KOH, which also seemed to come in a like keepsake box almost. So very, very nice feeling bottles of polish. And this is another one that I think is a gorgeous color. It's like a deep sapphire blue glow, but the base of it's almost got a purple lean to it. So this is another one I know I don't have, so it's going to go in the collection as well. That one was Rococo's City Slick Metallic. All right, one more. We're going to close it out with this one here, a Vapid, and this one is Animation of Delight. And this is an unusual one. You've got this sort of a peachy gold overall look to it. There's some silver, pink, green, and like champagne color, like microflakies or large particle shimmer. There's also a little bit of a yellow. Yeah, that's coming across nicely. A yellow shift to this. I will say this isn't exactly calling my name, but it does have beautiful twinkles. I am curious about how it would look over other colors, but not enough to keep it. I mean, we have a lot in the keep pile, so we're going to go ahead and put this in the D-stash. That one was Vapid's Animation of Delight. And there we have it. That's 65 polishes. We're going to close out the video there and come back for another part for hopefully the rest of the polish in this tote number 2. We still have 3 more totes after this, so we still have lots more videos to come. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. Hopefully you guys have been having a good time going down memory lane and looking at all of these really beautiful older polishes. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in that next one.